started.
Got to enjoy it while it's
Terrible.
still dark, because we got another hour or so. So got to enjoy it while it's still there. Thanks, Carol. We'll see you later.
See you in half an hour. It's 11 minutes past 6. Let's take a look at today's papers. Brexit, of course, is... I just saw in the paper, I didn't realise, Zara Tindall and Mike Tindall broke the news yesterday that they're expecting their third child. So congratulations to them. This story has... This is either going to make people go, oh, isn't that lovely, or make them feel a little bit queasy.
Let's see.
So, brother and sister incubated a box of quail eggs. And so they bought these quail eggs from the supermarket. They had a 24 egg box.
I can have.
Well, all credit to the teachers
Yeah.
who have done it all throughout, done an amazing job, not least with just making children feel more secure.
Absolutely. It is 26 minutes past 6. It's time to find out what's happening wherever you are in the country. And we'll see you shortly.
Always interesting, isn't it, for hearing directly from GPs about how it's going to work in practice.
It must be, still must be quite exciting knowing if you're prepared to take the vaccine and you want to take the vaccine, you obviously want to move on out of this phase we've been going through, this horrible phase. It must be quite exciting to know that you're in line for it.
Absolutely,
soon.
when the call comes in.
Yeah.
So time now is 6:37. Mike, take us away from all this and to some goals. How about that?
Well, yeah, it's a relaxing night, a rare...
She couldn't resist. She couldn't resist but being there. How pretty.
We were at Kew Gardens all morning this morning. So what do we think? About 7:30, the light starts to change. So get the best of it now.
Sunrise, yeah, absolutely. Carol will be back, of course, with the headlines and at 7:15. First, discussions between the Prime Minister and the European Commission President are said to have been frank and lively. Read into that what you will. But a dinner between them last night still hasn't brought agreement.
Talks about post-Brexit trade will now continue until Sunday. Let's speak to Stephanie Bolson, who's we'll see you later on. Thank you very much. 11 minutes past 7 is the time right now.
Captain Tom's goal to walk 100 laps of his garden before his 100th birthday inspired so many people during the first lockdown, and he raised nearly £40 million for NHS charities.
So when news came of another nationwide lockdown last month, the veteran decided to start walking again. This time he asked public to join him to combat the tough times ahead and to become fundraising stars themselves.
John Maguire has been to meet some of them.
Thank you. University Hospitals Coventry and Warwickshire charity Joe O'Sullivan joins us now.
Morning.
Joe, very good morning to you. Yeah, lovely wave, and I see you're wearing the T-shirt there. Just for a second, before we actually talk about the T-shirt, can you reflect a little bit for us on, I know you're at the hospital right now, what that moment in time, that extraordinary moment when Margaret had that first vaccination has meant to the people you work with, your colleagues there?
It's been really tough, and there's been a real lift. I'm copying the hand movements you use. A real lift in the hospital and the atmosphere. What does your charity do? Who do you work with? What's the day-to-day machinations? So, tell you what, Carol, I don't know if I admire how you just carried on walking through the tunnel of light, or maybe now it's the tunnel of love, and carried on with your forecast, or how cruelly you cut down and slashed the hearts of those two young men. I mean, you're a cruel and wicked woman, I know.
Stage do.
Never. You'd never do such a thing. That's not bad, though, is it? Two men on their knees.
you, Naga.
What, 7:43? What was in the morning?
Well, thank you.
Charlie, you had to go and ruin it.
It looks absolutely delightful down there this morning, no matter what. 7:46 is the time right now.
Nina's been promising all morning. Fraser's Group, the company behind Sports Direct, House of Fraser, some numbers from them. Nina, you're taking a look at this as well. And, of course, there's Mike Ashley behind that and Debenhams. And
Before his 100th birthday inspired many of us during the first lockdown and raised nearly £40 million for charities.
When news came of another nationwide lockdown last month, the veteran decided to start walking again. And this time he asked the public to join him to combat the tough times ahead and to become fundraising stars themselves.
Breakfast John Maguire has to meet some of those who've been involved.